Hello, you're welcome to a new series, Business Lessons from the Bible. The Bible is not just a religious book, it's a manual for life. Basic information before leaving Earth is the most effective book we need on earth. All through this series, we'll be sharing tips and principles from the Bible that can help enhance our businesses. Stay through and you will be glad you did. Hi, you're welcome to another episode on our series, Business Lessons from the Bible. Today, I decided to tell you that irrespective of the business you're in, you are actually a people development factory. You'll find out what I mean by that. Let's read John 4. I'll just read verse 13 and 14. It said, the officials were amazed to see how brave Peter and John were. And they knew that these two apostles were only ordinary men and not well educated. The officials were certain that these men had been with Jesus. It was clear that Jesus' ministry, Jesus' company, was churning out people who were becoming like him. So irrespective of whatever business you're into, when people come to engage you, when they leave, they should 100% or even more become better. That's why I said your business is actually a people development factory. It will be an error for you to think that everybody that comes to work with you is going to stay with you forever. For every time you have to engage with people, make the best of that time. In fact, before I came on set, I had an engagement with one of my old staff and mentee. The feedbacks from him was so elite. In fact, I sent him a message. I said, yeah, that's my account number. Send me something. And he sent me some 4 digits, send me some 5-digit figure just before I came on stage now. This is somebody who has worked with me and has left me 2018 or thereabouts. So for every opportunity you have, they come in as staff, let them go back, let them leave you better off. Yeah, that's certain. Irrespective of the business you are into, you are a people development factory. When people meet your branch and when they leave you, there should be a great difference. But I do to you, we always use the word, your value is what happens before you came and after you came. So before they met you and after they met you, the transformation is what tells how effective you are. Because remember, your staff are your first customers. Training for staff is not something you should compromise. I've heard people say words like, yeah, you train them and at the end you're going to lose them. Let me tell you this, you lose more money by not training them than what you spend in training them and even losing them. For someone who have capacity to generate $1 million for you in a month, and this person is working and generating 50,000 naira because his capacity is not enhanced, you are losing a lot keeping this person at his current level. If you enhance this person and is able to generate that huge income for your organization, even if he or she leaves, they will never forget you. But the period they stay, they would have paid you in excess of whatever you have spent to raise them. So never see cost of training your staff and personnel as waste. So look at these action steps that we must take. You start by going back to retool your hiring process. Then in hiring, do well to hire hearts before you think about their head and their hands. How do I mean? Do well to hire people that connect with where your brand and organization is going. In my book, Get Employed, I talked about finding yourself before you start to search for a job. Do well to find people who have found themselves, whose identity, whose life and future connects with the core of what your business is into. Those kind of people will live longer with you, whether or not the funding is coming as it should or not. Then commit to regular staff upgrade. Share opportunities for your staff to learn. When you go out to learn something, if you can't carry everybody along, come back, share the things you have learned. Get them to be where you are. And when you can afford it, ensure that they go to specific trainings that will enhance their capacity to do their job. It will pay you back. Then reward growth and reprimand stagnancy. Because the truth is, in life, whatsoever you reward will grow. So reward and celebrate growth. Sometimes you're going to recommend trainings for them. Some will take it, some will not take it. Reward those who take it and reprimand those who refuse to take it. Then reward much more those who will come up with trainings for themselves. Some even go as far as paying for those trainings. If you have what it takes, refund that cost of training to them. It will encourage them to train themselves, and your brand and organization will be better off for it. Remember, the collective capacity of your personnel is the capacity of the organization. Thank you for engaging. Let's do this again tomorrow. Shalom.